Mom? Dad? Where are you? I'm 7 years old and I've just come to the most wonderful place on earth. My family and I had gone to Disney World all the way in Orlando, Florida. Now, I remember dreaming about going to Disney World because I love movies. I thought maybe I would see Simba from The Lion King. Maybe I would see Aladdin from Aladdin. I remember the night before we actually went to the park. We had gone on an airplane and I couldn't even sleep because I was trying to imagine all of the things I might see. When I actually got to Disney World, it was better than I ever imagined. When you walk in, it smells like funnel cake and ice cream. And you hear the sounds of little boys and girls giggling and laughing, and even the sound of kids hugging their parents. You could see all of these different people and different shapes and sizes, but the only thing they had in common is all of them were smiling. I remember we went on this thing called the Tower of Terror, where you sit on this little elevator and it falls down and your heart skips a beat. So while we would be walking in the theme park, my eyes would be going everywhere. I was supposed to be holding hands with my older sister Shireen and my older brother Muhammad. But there was this one time when I saw this exhibit where this man was painting pictures, and I thought, wow, that is so realistic. How could he possibly be so good at art? And so I began looking at the man studying because I thought maybe there's a trick up his sleeve. There's no way he could be that good at drawing. And as I started investigating, and once he finished, I looked up and I noticed that my brother and sister were gone. My dad and mom were nowhere in sight. My heart started to beat really fast and sweat starts dripping down my cheek. And then my thoughts start racing like, oh man, I don't have a cell phone. My parents don't even have a cell phone. When we were kids, we didn't have cell phones. I thought, oh my goodness, this place is so big. I'm not gonna be able to see anyone. They're never gonna be able to find me. I'm gonna be lost forever. I started to cry. I remember calling out, Mommy, Daddy. That's what I call my mom and dad. Nothing. In that moment, I wish so bad that I had a guide. Someone who could grab me by the hands and say, Amin, this is the direction to go. Amin, I will help you find your mom and your dad. And alhamdulillah, I did find someone who worked at Disney World, and I pleaded to them for help, and they helped me find my parents. But the reason why I'm sharing you this story is because whether we are in Disney World figuring out which way to go, or whether we are living our lives trying to decide what's the best way to live it, we all need a guide. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us prophets. Prophets are the guides who show us the way to live our lives. The twists, the turns, the ups, the downs. These prophets make sure that we don't get lost.